Good afternoon, everybody. It's Billy, the Crafty Floridian. Yeah, I am feeling so much better. Um, I had a little UTI thing, and I had to get. I was put on one antibiotic, and then that wasn't working well, so they put me on another antibiotic, and I'm doing really, really better. I mean, I actually felt like coming in here and doing some work today. So today is my craft room day. And I will space it out. I will not overdo it in case you're worried. So I even got coffee this morning. I was, I don't know what was, I was doing something last night. I forgot what it was. I was working on something, and the 60 Minutes came on, and she interviewed these older group of people that are in this. They were in their 90s and hundreds and 90s. That's hard to believe, hundreds. Well, my grandmother lived to be 99 and a half. She just was 6 months shy of being 100 when she passed away. Never had a sick day. She had asthma when she was young and up until she was about 60 something. And then the asthma just sort of faded away, just went away. But she was a bad asthmatic. But she lived to be 99 and a half. And I hope I don't follow in her footsteps. I don't know if I could take another 20 years of this. But anyway, um, she never was sick. In fact, I had I have a thyroid issue, and I was young when I got it. I was in my 20s, I guess. So they say that the doctor told me that usually thyroid it it is generated from your maternal side of the family, my mother's side. So my mother, passed was killed when she was 46. So we never got really into um, if she had she was asthmatic like my grandmother, but otherwise I don't. She really didn't have anything, you know, besides allergy problems. So anyway, so I went to my grandmother and I said, Grandma, have you ever had problems with your thyroid? And she looked at me. She says, Well, I didn't know I had one of those. I said, You answered my question, Grandma. Forget it. She was funny. She was funny. So while I was sitting in my chair and I slept in my chair, I because my back was killing me, and so I did a I don't know. I was so drowsy that I would just fall asleep anywhere, almost anywhere. Um, but I just had fun doing some stuff, so that was good. Um, but first of all, I wanted to share with you. I have a friend, or my friend, um, Joe's Web. She put out a bunny pattern, and it's called the Leggy Bunny. Well, I don't do good with these these things, but I thought, oh, okay. And the first one I made, I just had the stuff right at my fingertips, and I didn't get up to get anything. And the one thing I do not have is black yarn. I just Black yarn is something I just don't buy, and I just don't keep around. I guess because I don't make a lot of amies either. So the first one I made, I called the Zombie Bunny. Now isn't he cute? He's got purple eyes and a little purple mouth, but this is the Zombie Bunny. I love him. I think he's cute. But who wants a plain old bunny with black eyes or whatever? So that's that's my first bunny. And then they kind of made fun of me. And I made it out of this I don't know what this yarn. I had a ball of this that maybe somebody sent me or something. So I figured, well, I'll make a little fuzzy bunny, and he's nice and soft. So I'm going to send this to um, my great godson, whatever you want to call him. So I'm going to send this to him. And then so I said, okay, I'll make another one. The first one I made had beautiful big black eyes. Well, they were sort of gray. And then I was, made fun on that one too. So I said, well, heck, I'll give the next one, and he's orange. I'll give him blue eyes. So here's my blue-eyed bunny, my little leggy bunny. So he's got blue eyes. Okay, so he looks a little spacey too. So I have the zombie. This is my zombie bunnies. But they're cute. This is nice and soft. I didn't put a lot of stuffing in this. And this one is just normal acrylic yarn that I found. It was orange, but it's a 5. I don't have that much bulky, but anyway, her she has this pattern, and it's a no it says no sew plushie. Well, I ended up sewing. I guess because I put the face on, but you could put those safety things, safety eyes on it, and let's see. She has it on Etsy, and it's Joe's Web crochet.etsy.com or youtube.com Joe's Web. She has a tutorial on it. I think. Does she have a tutorial? I think she has a tutorial on it. But anyway, go to Joe's Web, and I'm sure you'll find all the information on the leggy bunny. I might have said leggy froggy, but I meant leggy bunny. So yeah, so I did a few that. I know it's a why do everything like everybody else? I just wanted to do my little monster bunnies. That was one thing that I worked on. Let's see, let's put this over here. Now the second thing that I worked on and finished, I did, was I was, I guess when you're sick and stuff, and I was looking at YouTube, and I'd fall asleep, watch YouTube, fall asleep, and I came across Ophelia, and that's her channel name, Ophelia, and I saw that she did a sweater out of this marble chunky. This was gifted to me, and it's James C. Brett Marble Chunky, and I have gotten several, like 3 different colors of this, and I love it. Right now I'm doing a poncho in it's a greenish marble looking color. I'm doing that out of this, and then I was doing a knitted blanket, but I frogged it because I didn't finish it. So, and I was frogging stuff that I've had around a long time. But this marble, and it just the colors like numbers, like it's MC 104. That's the color of it, and it doesn't have a name, but it has 341 yards in each one of these round things, donuts, and I used 4, a little less than 4. She used 4 on hers, but I changed mine up a little bit. Well, I'll show you what I did. And I made a large, but I extended it a little. I mean, I made a medium, but I extended it to maybe a large or whatever it will fit, wherever it will fit. So let me see. I might have a front page here, and then again, I might not. Sometimes I don't print out the front page because it's a lot of ink, but I ended up printing this like 15 times. Let me see. So that's Ophelia, and that's the sweater. Okay, and does it have a name? It's like a campfire one. It's just got several things that are different. I was trying to think if I didn't do that first page, but it's like a campfire. And she did hers in MC74, and she used a 6, and that's what I used. I used a 6 because I like it tighter. I mean, I don't like that you could see through it too much. So anyway, here she blows. So this, you start out here, making your hexagon, which is 6 sides, and then you make that as much as you want, as much as you want, and then and part of the hexagon is your sleeve. So what I did is I added extra rows in the back. When I put the back together, I added extra rows here. Then I added, I redid. Okay, so here's what I did. I did the sleeves different. And if you put it on, look how pretty that is, all those colors. I like them tight around here because I hate when you're trying to do something. Let me get this off. To do something, and then your sleeve is constantly getting in your way, right? So I did a little magic there. Now the way she does it is that you do this stitch, which is the half double crochet in the back loop, and sew it on as you go. I don't like that. I didn't like the look of it, so I tore it all off. So what I did is I did this by itself. Then I put a single row of half double crochet, and then I crocheted it onto the sleeve. So it gave it, and you sort of gave it a nice. I like the look of it. I really do. So you're supposed to do that with the bottom. You're supposed to do that at the bottom and the sides. So I did it all the way around. I did the bottom just like that. You're supposed to do it as you go, okay? I didn't like it. I didn't like the way that it draped. So I took it all out. I frogged the whole thing. I only made this in like a couple of days. But so then I put my own. I like the front post, back post. I like that better, and the weight of it. See, it fall. I mean, the drape of it is so much better, and I like the contrast of these two instead of this all the way around. I just didn't like that. I just didn't like it. So, and that way did what did I do? I did a double crochet all the way around, and then I started my um, front post, back post. So isn't that beautiful? And it's nice and it's long to cover your tush. So if anybody's interested in this sweater, let me know. And I just love it. I just love it. So if you're interested, send me an email and we'll talk. But yeah, I like it. I like it. But this yarn was given to me, and it has been sitting around, and I wondered what in the world am I going to. I loved all the colors, but I said, what am I going to make? And then when I saw Ophelia using this yarn, I thought, yep, that's it. I just love the colors in it and everything. And that sweater jacket there, that's still available also. So that was really fun to make, and especially when you don't feel good. And I would, if you've never made a wearable, I'm just talking from 60 years of experience. Yeah, seasoned. I'm seasoned. I'm a seasoned hooker. You got that right. A seasoned hooker. That's what I am. But if you have never made a wearable and you want to make a sweater, start out with something like the hexagon because you have 4 sides. You're making your sleeves, you're making your front, and half of your back. Then you add to the back panel, which is just up and down, put them together, and then you finish your sleeves. You can leave them short, you can make them long, and then you could just do rows back and forth to do your length. And it's like granny squares. I think it's a especially if you haven't made a wearable and you'd like to, I would recommend trying to do a hexagon. Now this pattern is Ophelia's. I like the way that she did it. You can't even see the seams. There was a seam in the back, and the way she had you do the seams made it so that you can't tell. And I liked that a lot. That was cool. So yeah, so that's Ophelia's, um, and you spell her name Ophelia. And let's see, she really didn't give it a name, or if she did, I don't see it. It just says Ophelia Talks YouTube channel. That's her YouTube, Ophelia Talks Crochet. But yeah, so I mean, just seeing that's the the way the yarn looked. I was just thrilled to death. So it's the marble chunky. If you got any of this laying around, it makes a great sweater, especially with all the beautiful colors that it comes in. So thank you for whoever donated. I know who donated it, but thank you very much. And I enjoyed making that sweater. I did. It was just to watch something come together in such a short period of time. I'm still working on the Zen and Rogers sweater. That takes a long time. It's taken a long time, but I'm getting it done. And I'm still working on my poncho, the knitted one. So I got a knitted and a crochet, so I'm going back and forth on that. I started that one blanket that looks like, hearts or whatever. Well, I'm frogging that. Somehow, with that particular stitching, I have a tendency, and I was watching a movie, and it was a Swedish movie, so it was subtitles. And somehow on one end I got a little carried away and put some extra stitches, and then I went up, kept going up, and so it looked like on one side and straight on the other. And trying to go back because you have to change yarn three, it was three colors. And I said, nope, it's not going to do this. So I did not feel like frogging the whole thing to go back down to catch that. And then I tried to piece it, and I couldn't piece it. It was too hard. So frogging it went. So those are the things I did. Those are the things I'm working on. Oh, and I am going to, first thing I'm going to do is get some packages out of here to go in the mail tomorrow. I talked to the mailman about it this morning, so that should be cool. So we get that done. Now the next thing we went over Joe's pattern. Don't forget Joe's Web to get your bunny pattern, and they're cute to make. And depending on the yarn, you can make them larger, you can make them smaller, whatever. I think if you make one like the tutorial that she does, and then after you get working with it, you'll know how to make it larger or smaller or whatever you want to do. Okay, I told you about the bunnies. I told you about the sweater. Mailing. I'm going to mail all the yarn from the Boggy Creek things today. And then the other thing is squares. I've been getting some squares in, and I'm going to start here. And I have decided, I guess because I really want to get working on the, getting enough squares to start working. And there are a lot of people don't want to work on them in the, in the summer or whatever. But I have decided the squares are 6 inches, and excuse me, and use hook number 5. That makes yours 6 inches. And instead of 6, I'll take 12. I'll take 12 of each. That gives me more to do. And they're themed, supposed to be theme squares. And the themes that the holidays I'm working with is Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, and Halloween. And boy, we're getting some really nice ones too. Wait till you see what we've got so far. So I'm going to increase it to 12 squares and mail them to me. I've got a box started now, and we're getting it full. So that'll be great. So I'm going to, once I get the more in, then I'm going to start separating by themes, and then start putting a blanket together. I want to wait till I get as many. Now I'm doing this for Boggy Creek. If you haven't heard of Boggy Creek, it's a camp here in Florida that was started by Paul Newman and Arnold Schwitzhauser. Anyway, Arnold, and it's for kids between the ages of 7 and 17, and they are kids that have um, certain diseases like cancer, um, diabetes, all kinds of different kinds of um, ailments that they are honored with being a guest at this camp for a week. And that's who we make these blankets for. And just recently, we were 5 of us podcasters were up there, and we donated your blankets. There was 1,090. That was the total for this year. Last year it was 370. So we just about tripled the donations, and it was had to rent a U-Haul truck to carry them all in. And hopefully, maybe next year we can rent 2 U-Haul trucks. But they all were delivered. We had a really nice. I just enjoyed it. It was a day of laughter and a day of tears. It was just wonderful to see the facility and all that they offer for these children. And we had the blankets, and then we had 2 quilts, one made by Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, and one made by me, and they're going to be hung in the patch building where their little hospital is, and they have a facility there to take care of the kids that are sick and whatever they need done while they're there. And there was a place on the wall side by side, so I asked if she could hang our quilts there. So she said she would, but she'd send me a picture, Kimmy. I haven't seen it yet, but and I also saw yesterday, but I didn't. I don't know what I was doing, napping or whatever. But I saw where a bunch of bears were donated. So I'm anxious to find that video, and I'm going to watch that. So anyway, let's look at the squares. Now I made an orange one some time ago, and I found it. So this will go in the Halloween one. That's just mine. Now we received these, and you're going to love these. These are from Margaret Rose. Hope in the holiday blanket, I enjoyed your channel. Wish you had good health and all the best. God bless you, Margaret Rose. So here she made. This looks like a little leprechaun. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Little leprechaun. And another leprechaun with a 4-leaf clover. This is all for St. Patrick's Day. And another one. I love these. These are so cute, Margaret. I love them. And a 4-leaf clover. You see that? Isn't that pretty? And we got 3 4-leaf clovers. Look at that. 3 leprechauns and 3 4-leaf clovers. Isn't that cute? I just love them. Little leprechauns and 4-leaf clovers. Now you can just you could just go in there and say St. Patrick crocheted squares or whatever, and you'll find some of these. So these will go, Margaret. I think I put your name in the book. I'm keeping track of people that donate. Margaret Rose. Yep, gotcha right here. Thank you, Margaret. I just think they're adorable. Look at that. Nice 4-leaf clover. And then the leprechaun. Look at that. I love it. Thank you so much. Boy, this is going to be a pretty. I love St. Patrick's Day, so this is really nice. Thank you so, so much. And then I got another one. This is from Lacey Miles from New York. Wait, geez. Now this is Halloween. We have a witch's hat. Cute. And then we have the colors from the witch's hat. Go right next to it. Then we got a spider web. Isn't that cool? Smells good too. And we have a candy corn. This goes this way. A candy corn. Oh, I love these. And look at this one. I love this one too. Look at that. A nice pumpkin. And this will go with the pumpkin. Oh, you guys are so good. I just love these. Thanks so much, Lacey. Let me see if I got you in my book. I'm keeping track. No, I haven't, so I'll keep this here. And then I got another one. Ooh, this smells good too. Oh gosh, ooh, that smells good. I don't know. Well, it's Stan Gutkus from New York. Got a lot of New Yorkers here. I don't know if it was Stan that made these or his wife, but Stan, thank you very much. And these are more or less Christmas ones. Christmas flake. And we got a solid red. We have a red and green. I like doing these. I mean I haven't done those, but I should learn how to do it. And then we got red, white, and then we got the solid green. This is great. And then a solid white. Thanks for the solids. It really helps. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I love them. So now we got Christmas. Now, why does that look smaller? Why does that look bigger? Those are smaller. Oh well, we'll make it work. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so we've got some nice Christmas, nice Halloween, and St. Patrick's Day. Isn't that cool? So these will all go into my box. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, now let's see what's on my list. I do make a list now. I'm mailing. I told you I was mailing the packages out today. I'm going to sit here and get all of that done today. I'm going to do the best I can. I hope I don't make any mistakes. My brain seems to be. I'm drinking coffee, and I made 3 damn it dolls last night that I got to do a little coiffure to, and then I got more here, and I got bags to make. I got a lot to do, so I'm going to do the best I can, and hopefully we'll get the mailing done first. But I want to thank you so much, and I got we got 2 more ladies that are coming to the retreat, so that means we have two 2 more spots for the October retreat. And if you're interested and you want me to send the information to you, I'd be happy to. The I got a little discount, so it is cheaper than what we originally thought. I think it was $700 a week. Now we're down to $650 a week. So if you're interested, let me know. Airport is Sarasota. If you live in Florida, it's in Sarasota, Florida on the West Coast. So you could drive over. Um, but remember to send your squares. You can send up to 12 now. And I'm just anxious to get the first one done for you guys. And I think it's going to be fun. And I hope we can get, if it comes to the fact that I can't get enough together, I'll just raise it up to say how many, but it have to. And Lynn Ann from Nina's Knots is also collecting squares, and she's doing a beautiful job. She finally figured out the quick way of doing it. which is the quick way I've been doing it for 50 years. And then, because I've never went around them, I just used it to connect, the yarn to connect it, made a nice border around each one. Not border, but, connect it to, anyway. Anyway, she wants fun colors for her blanket. The kids love color. So please, if you can't do theme, or you can do both. You do a theme and then you do a fun one with lots of colors in it. And Leanne is already has made. I think she showed three. She showed three this morning. I watched her video. So go and watch her video, and send her some squares. Not, I don't know. I don't know if she's. I don't think. I think she's accepted them now. I'm not sure. Maybe not until August. I guess she's trying to put together the ones she has. She gave me a box. I went through them, and I haven't put them together yet. Little, there's a lot of different sizes. That's why I want to stick with 6 inches. When they have different sizes, it's hard to make one blanket when you don't have enough of the same size. And we are putting them together. We're not making them. So you know what I mean? So I don't want to spend all my time finishing up squares. But I want to put them together and get them, completed. So I feel like it's my job. But I've got some made already in there. So I'm just, making a few here and there. If I run across white or the orange, like I made the orange one. But 6 inches is what the square should be. Okay, so that's it. I don't think I have anything else to share with you. Um, I have to look around because I never know what I've got. But that's it. Thank God. 32 minutes. That's pretty good for me, isn't it? So we talked about the retreat. We talked about mailing, the sweater, Joe's Web, and the squares. I think that's it. What else was I going to mention? That's it. That's it, guys. No more. Thank you so much for joining. And I will. I'll see you guys later. I'm just trying to think. Oh, in this program of 60 minutes, Leslie asked, uh, you know, found out that it's good to have a little cup of coffee and a little bit of liquor every day. It makes you live longer. And listen to this. They also found that it's also good to have a little bit of weight on you too as you get older. I know I got a lot, but a little bit, that doesn't hurt. So I'm just saying. Just saying. So if you got an extra 10 pounds and you're like 70 some years old, don't worry about it. You'll live till you're 90. Oh God, can you believe that? But they were healthy, and a lot of them that they interviewed in 2014 was still alive today, 10 years later. They were hitting 104 years old. So, but some of the ones that were really active are the ones that seem to have a little bit of dementia. So, and then, it was just really an interesting program. I'm glad I got to watch it. I probably watched it the first time, but at my age, I forgot. Is that called dementia? Who knows? Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.